He took the woman from a rape. I was saying yesterday that women, we are blessed. The women are enough, so I'm going to talk for the women more. We are blessed. Do you know why we are blessed? Because women did not come from raw material. The clay, nyamiti clay, no the ball by pound, and a bear my buy. That is why you see a man, he doesn't have shape, he doesn't have anything straight. In the dark, you can identify a man and you can identify a woman. But the woman, he took time. He had to put a man to sleep. Man, before you can get a woman, you must sleep. I thought it was a good time for us to put our hands together. You know why? Because God didn't want the man to see what he put in making the woman. So he had to put a man to sleep. Even before he brought the woman, he gave him a job to do and said, till the land, take over it. Until he gave the man a job, he didn't bring a woman. Why? Because women, we are supposed to be taken care of. You are not clapping. I'll drop the microphone. He gave the man a job to do, to take care of the woman. So when the man slept, and then God did whatever he had to do, he said, okay, so I have this Mercedes-Benz 2015 model. I want to improve upon it and have a 2025 spec. What I forgot to put in the 2015, I'm going to put it in 20. So you realize that 2015 Benz and 2025 Benz can never be the same. It is push to start. It has certain features. The rear camera, the side camera. It has certain. That is what God did with women. What he forgot to put in man, he put in woman. A man can only think with one side of his brain. That is scientifically researched. But women think with both sides of our brains. That is why a woman can be cooking. The woman will multitask. The woman can do a lot of things. That is why a man will be sitting by the TV. When you go and ask him a question, if you don't take care, he will slap you. Because he is concentrating. Look at a church like this. Look at the men that are here. Very few. Look at the women. Women are receptive to the Holy Spirit. Men are. What name did God give to a woman? A helper, right? What did Jesus said he was going to send us? So who is a woman? Are you understanding what I'm saying? The man had to sleep. When the woman came and the man saw, the man said, wow, this is now bone of my bone. She shall be called Isha. Isha in Hebrew, in Aramaic, means mother of creation. The women. The reason why the devil is on the trail of women is that in the original idea of God, we are mother of creation. Even after the fall, the sin God put on woman is that your seed will bruise the head of the serpent and he will bruise your heel. Head and heel, which one is stronger? So he put enmity between us and our husbands. Enmity between us and God. And so the curse on the woman is that your desire will be after your husband. That is why it looks like women are so desperate for marriage. Women are so desperate for a husband. A woman cannot be alone and do something for themselves. They want a man at all costs. But let me shock you, and then I'll leave it here. When Jesus came and he shed his blood, he said, Tetelestai, it is. So that curse was broken. That your desire will be after your husband. You, a woman, you can do something with your life even before a man comes. A man can do something with their life before a woman comes. Please don't marry because of lust. marry because you love that woman and you want to spend the rest of your life with that woman. It's not how that person makes you feel in bed, but what the woman can bring. Man, before you marry a woman, consider your future children, because you are marrying a mother for your children, not your sex partner. A woman, before you choose a husband, make sure you are choosing a father for your children. Is that man responsible enough to be the father of your children? Men, a woman can only submit to you if you are submitting to God. God bless you.
God bless you, mommy. Oh, I think you can do it better. This was wonderful. Wow. Wow. She's not your servant. She's your partner. Mommy, now this one, I just want to ask one particular question. I realize that she's not your servant, she's your partner. They can be sitting down. The remote is right in front of them. Yet you are in the kitchen and they will call you to come and take the remote from them, for them. Mommy, I want to understand that one.
Okay, so the African man, the African man, especially the Ghanaian man, have been brought up to understand or to know that your woman is your slave. She's supposed to cook, she's supposed to clean, take care of the children, do everything, wash, and at night to sleep with her. When I was going to marry, my mother-in-law told me, in our house, men don't clean, men don't cook, men don't, so he shouldn't even touch anything. And let me shock you, don't tell him, please. When we married, when I washed our undies and I dried them, I was going to school then. By the time I come back in the night, my undies are on the line and he has taken his off. Yes. So in their home, so yes, they don't have to touch it. By us, when we go in the night, when we are sleeping together, don't you take it off? Don't you remove it? So why can't you take it off on the drying line? And unfortunately for me, we were staying in the family house then. So he shouldn't be seen sweeping. If he's sweeping, then me, a Voltarian, I'm called Kafui. I have done, there is something they call it, Gontemi. I have done Gontemi for him. So there is Ilule. So esane ba mo fufu minashi. Esane ba mo ni ai form afọ ni ai together. So you, the woman, you are a slave. You need to slave and slave and slave. But that is not God's original concept of marriage.
Thank you very much. Oh, you can do it better. I don't want to take all the time. I'll ask my questions as we go along. I'll leave it to Mama Charlotte to give us a word now. Oh, please do it better for her.
Okay, thank you. I celebrate you and your husband. Thank you so much. And then I celebrate Lawyer Kafui. I know she's not okay with me, but it's okay. And I think she has said was the way they were brought up. That is what they were taught. From where you are coming from, you are lucky you have the privilege to sit here today and you're being directed what must be done and what must not be done. Somebody doesn't have that opportunity to learn this. So if you're going to love somebody, make sure you find out where they have ever been to before. Find the environment they have been, connected to. If you are able to get this information, it gives you solution to deal with them. We don't get to learn this. We don't get this information. We love them because we love them. But love is not enough. If you don't get all this information, we'll build them up, the environment they are coming from, the information they are brought up with, and the thing they are built with. It doesn't matter the oil they carry. You can't take it off. This is the reality of it. Somebody may be anointed, may be prayerful, but you cannot take environment from them unless they are ready to take it off. We need to understand that. Somebody is born a Catholic. Don't push them to be a charismatic person. That's not the way they were built. Don't say because I'm charismatic, you need to be the same way. Learn that they were built in the Catholic. When they are coming, the father must bring incense and move it around. And that is what he believes in. You also believe in standing 24 hours and kabay. They don't believe in your prayer. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. Their quietness in their prayer works for them. Yours also work for you. So you must understand that if you cannot be in the environment of a Catholic, don't go there. Don't waste it. They are not evil. It is their environment. So if you make a choice and it goes wrong, I want you to learn this. You didn't love wrong. You love the wrong person. Love is not a mistake anywhere. It is us that are a mistake to love. So embrace love, but embrace it in the right way. One thing we need to learn, I asked somebody today that how many times have you seen a church where it's time for testimony? Somebody comes to stand and say, I bless God that I've lost everything I've worked for. I bless God because my business is gone. I've lost this, I've lost that, but I give him praise because he's God. How many times? Nobody does it. Anytime it's testimony, I'm married, I got a car and all that. So we love God when we have it. When we lose it, we don't love God. So even us as church, we don't love God. Unless he's providing, he becomes our God. When he is not providing, he is a curse to us. It's the same as marriage. When all is well, we celebrate it. When all is bad. But love is not supposed to be like that. When it's bad, celebrate it. When it's good, celebrate it. You see, our attitude is what is killing what we call marriage or relationship. It's not God, it's us. So we can talk hours. We've been talking hours. We talk every time. You people, you don't care, you don't mind. You come, we talk, you laugh, and then you go, and that's it. So for some of us, we will stop talking. Those who are ready to let you come in, because it's just that people want to hear and they laugh, but they don't want to hear and listen. Listen to what the word is saying. Who are you loving? It's your future, it's your destiny you are selling just like that. So when I say something, I tell people that if you are not married, hallelujah. Do you know why? You'll be able to correct if you want to go to heaven or you want to go to hell. It's a choice now. So please, let's not move into this thing we call love with smiles and emojis and I have a feeling, stop it. The reality is not I have a feeling. The reality is God in this with me. Because there are days the feelings will die. If God is not in it with you, you will lose it. So please, find who you are married to or who you want to marry. Because it's not everybody that comes to marriage seminar and listen to wisdom. They sit in their rooms and listen to people on phone and get information. Those informations are not the same as we are talking to. Maybe we are speaking from the biblical foundation and experience that we've gone through. Somebody too has listened to somebody who does not have any experience or any biblical information. They just read books and they are just speaking. The reality of love is not what you have read, it's what you've gone through. If you've not gone through it, you can talk about love. Go through it and be able to find out what is love and what is not love. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. I think this is deep. And this, mommy, this has sent me back when I was dating my husband then, and he came to ask, did the knocking. Then my father, I think it's time we go back to those days when our parents used to go to the man's family to find out what has been going on in the family. Because my dad called me out of the blue and said, I've gone to Kumasi. Where is his house? Show me his house. So my dad actually went to Kumasi to go and meet his grandmother to find out where my daughter wants to go to. Is it a safe place for my daughter? It was out of the bloom. And he was so shocked that, hey, he says he's in Kumasi. So I just called, gave him the address, and fortunately their place, immediately you mentioned his mom's name, everybody knows their house. So he was able to locate, and then he went there. Then he came back and he said, I think I'm convinced that I can give your hand in marriage to him. So I feel that if with what you were saying, it just drew my mind back to it, and I was like, if parents go underground to make certain requirements, because I learned something about household patterns, and that also comes to another thing you said concerning about the kind of culture someone have, the kind of way abuse and all that, how people express their love and they feel it's okay, and it has to do with household patterns. So I realized that if we are not careful of how we train our children, they will grow up and then they end up doing exactly what their parents do because they see it as comfortable and as okay. So there's nothing wrong with what they are saying. And I think this is an enlightenment for us.
I just want to maybe a little input. You see, some people, there are three types of attitudes. There are people who come to church and they put on mask. You can never know who they are because they will show you what you want to see. They would never, they can be in the church for 10 years and you now know who they really are. And then we have environmental affected behavior. People who are there are people who live in Choko, they are not Chokosians, but because they live in Choko, they become Chokosians. Or Teshi, or Newtown, Mami, their environment affects them. Actually, they are not like them, but their environment has affected them. And then we have inborn traits. That is what we call temperaments. And so it comes naturally. Your temperament, even as a child, you can see that your baby, there is one of them when you deliver, they are very independent. They don't want cuddling, and one person wants to be cuddled and the extrovert and the introvert. Okay, that aside, my little input is that sometimes we need to do more prayer into relationships. God to show us who we are going to marry. Because the lovey-dovey, like she was saying, lovey-dovey at the beginning, we allow the love to cloud our judgment, and so we don't see beyond. If you are not married, thank God and let God cause you to see beyond and ask God, is this really what I should go in? Is this what is mine? If you don't do that, you miss it. Please, don't marry because you love a person.
Thank you. Don't marry because you love a person. At this juncture, I want to open the floor to questions. If you want to ask a question, you can just lift up your hand so that the microphone is given on to you. Who is asking the first question?
Hello,
Hi.
my name is Ikria. Please, I want to ask, why do we marry?
You're asking me why do we marry? Is it my business? It's your choice now. No, No, everybody has their own reasons why they want to marry. And the other people who don't want to marry, they have a choice. You must have your own personal. Don't let me come and tell you why you should marry you. It should be a personal thing with God. There's some people, listen, some people, no matter what you do, God, if He doesn't want you to marry, it's a simple thing. Hey, hold on, which one is amen here? No, you see, the moment a person finds their purpose with God and they can align with God what God wants them to do, you don't need me to convince you. You know why God wants you there. There's some people who you follow people and you die in their marriage. You don't even know where God is taking you to. I always say this: find who you are today before you marry you, because tomorrow, if who you are comes out, it may kill you in the marriage. Because there's some people, they can't handle who you be tomorrow. Today you are nobody and they love you for who you are today because you are nobody. Because they don't see your tomorrow. They see you are useless, but someone they can control and manipulate. And they can't see what you carry. It takes few men that are wise. When I say wise, prayerful, deeper into revelation, that they pray into the women before they marry. So they see you as nothing, but they know that tomorrow is big and they marry you. So your tomorrow doesn't scare them. But there are people that cannot handle your tomorrow. And because you don't know who you are, you allow anybody to come into your life to marry them. Tomorrow when you become big, the same people will kill what God has given to you. So you see, marriage is good. It is a beautiful place to be. It is evil to be alone. It is good to be with some. But find who you are first and your purpose with God before you commit to marriage.
Find who you are first. Thank you very much, Charlotte. Please, the next question. Why is everybody looking around? Why you're waiting for someone to raise their hand before you raise your hand? Please, there's someone at your back. Please, like I said, if you are feeling shy, just write it. Just write it, okay?
Please, my name is Delali. And please, I want to ask if it's wrong to have a spec. Like for marriage or dating, yeah.
I think that it is okay to have a spec. Because, yes, have a spec, right? Have a spec, but ask God, is this what you want for me? Because it's two-way. If you don't take your spec, in future, you might be looking at your spec somewhere. Are you understanding what I'm saying? In everything, ask God, okay, what is your spec? What's your spec?
What is your spec?
Delali, talk. What is your spec?
Just point the one beside you.
The one beside you.
Yes, that is it.
Like Mavis. Like which one?
Please.
Oh, get up.
Mommy
Let's
wants
see.
to
I want
see
to
the
see the
spec.
spec.
No, she can't see it from
I
there.
can't see it, please.
Come and let her see it well.
Hey. Heavy duty track. Okay. So you want the back like that? The Arsenal, the Manchester,
Very
and
bouncy.
the...
Yeah.
I see. In fact, Delali, go for what you want, but it should be in accordance to God's approval for you. I don't like it when men say or women say, I don't like this one, but God says no. They will be. I tell you, you are a human being. You start looking. By the time you realize you are cheating on that innocent woman you have taken home.
Go for your spec, but pray. Please, the next question. So, Mommy.
Yes, so please, I want to know, How true is it when a woman who wants to marry is being advised that the man you want to marry should love you more than you love him? Because when it happens like that, it means you are secure. The man will not go. Yes, so the man should love you more than you, the woman. Thank you.
I think Auntie Gloria can answer that.
Okay, so when I was going to marry, that's exactly what my mother told me. Marry a man that loves you more than you love him. Because trust me, love dies in marriage. Truth, it's only one. Love dies in marriage. So by all means, that love, if you love him more than he loves you, as you start having children, your body, your features are changing. He sees you drooling and snoring. He sees the bad things about you. The love will dwindle. So, as a woman, don't love more than the man loves you. Take it from me. Take it from me. It will help you in the marriage. If his love is 80%, yours should be 40%. Because yes, when you marry, yours will go up and his will come down. Love dies in every marriage. But what you do is that keep friendship with your spouse. Be friends. If you are friends and the love dies, the friendship between the two of you, you are able to tease each other. You are able to laugh together. You are able to do stuff together. It grows the love back. So if you are not friends with any man, please don't marry them. But above all, the man should love you more than you love him. It's because you love him too much. That is why he's suffocating. Oh, friend me dodo. Oh, ha me dodo. And then there be. It will come up. Yours will come up. By the time yours is coming up, his is dying. Because the breast, the round, soft breast he saw will start sagging. He's seeing your nakedness every day. And as the men, as they see your nakedness every day, they become used to you. There is nothing new about you. That is why they are looking out there for something they have not seen before. It takes only a disciplined man that will know that I have an assignment with God and I have an assignment with you and stay with you. Ma'am, did I answer you?
Thank you very much, Mommy. It takes only a disciplined man, and I love that. Please, the next question.
Please, I want to know when two people are in a relationship and it's like the man and the ladies, the man's parents or mother tells him, this girl, I don't want you to marry this girl. But don't give you a reason why they don't like the ladies who they say, I don't want to. But the man goes on to say, I love you, it is me that you are coming to marry. So ignore them. In this case, what do you do?
Listen. This is the truth. Okay? If you're going to marry somebody, you don't marry him alone, you marry the family. The family don't want you. Please, I beg you, don't marry them. Oh! I'm telling you, listen. The same person that is telling you it is me you are marrying, the same person tomorrow will tell you things you'll be shocked. No matter what, his family is his family. You don't need reasons why they don't like you. You see, why do we always want to tell me why? I don't like you. Just go. Simple. No, we always want to hear things that will kill us. What if they tell you the reason why they don't like you? It will be a torment for the rest of your life. Maybe the mother will say that they don't like women who don't have buttons. The way she doesn't look nice. For the rest of your life, anywhere you go, that thing will be in your, it will torment you. this one, it's not the man, it's not the woman alone. It is a home you're going to build. Your kids are going to their grandparents. And if they don't love you, they don't love your kids. Don't go through this stress of, I love you to the extent that I can forgo your parent. Stop this. Marriage is not today, it's tomorrow. And don't joke with they don't love you. The one that said, especially the mothers, they say they don't love you. It is a torment. Women, women. We carry so much evil and we carry so much God. We carry these two things, evil and God. When a woman said, I will torment you, they will not make you happy in your home. Please, don't get there. Let them have their son. Let him take, madam, take your son. There are some of them that it may be out of their evil witchcrafts that they can't stand the glory you carry. Please, to get anointing from God, it's not a joke. Don't go to a home where they will drain your oil from you. That you need to pray 1 hour, you're going to pray 10 hours because of that evil matter there. Please, there is somebody waiting for you who's ready to jubilate the glory you carry. Go to that home where the man can cover you at the back and the parent will come and say, we'll celebrate the grace you carry. You go far. I beg you. Love those who will love you. They don't love you. It's not by force.
I ask this question for the youth because I'm a victim. They didn't even say we don't like you. They pretended. So I've been a victim. That's why I asked this question. Very bad. Very, very bad. And I want to also ask a question. In a case where this man is in a relationship with a lady, anything will run to the mother. What do you think?
That man is a boy. It's not a man yet. It's not a man yet. He should man up because you are in trouble if the man has to always run to. If you are a mother of boy and you have a son, you know that no matter how grown your son is, he's still your boy. So that boy will be petted and all that. He should rather grow up and stop going to the mother. The wife cannot stop. It is the man who must grow up for his wife and his family.
Please, another question. Like, I'm speaking for the ladies. Please, let's say if you are dating a guy and maybe one day Kwashe boys have come and
Kwashe boys.
yes,
explain.
like and they've robbed you with the guy standing by you. Please, should you reconsider your
Who are Kwashe boys? They don't understand.
okay. Like I'm Robert. Please, should you consider the guy like for security reasons? You should feel safe around your partner. So should you reconsider or you still work with the guy?
Let your question come again.
Please, again, I'm speaking for the ladies. I said that if you are dating a guy and one day, let's say you are walking with him down the street, you are having your normal love chat, then armed robbers have come to you guys and they've actually robbed you guys whilst the boy is standing there. He wasn't able to do anything. Should you reconsider him or you should like leave him?
In fact, under the circumstance, he couldn't do anything. Because armed robbers, you say armed robbers, and one person should fight the armed robbers, 2, 3 of them. No, he can't do anything about it. Or you think he should fight and then, oh no, that would have been foolish on his part to even try. He will just console you and give you whatever you lost.
So please, that means after that, the guy will bear the cost of everything.
Yes, why not?
Okay, there's a question here, and I want us to answer answer this question. Hey, please, I want to ask, is it obliged for a wife to stand in the same church with his husband, or they can go to their desired church? And if a wife wants to go to her church, wants to go to her church she was before marriage, but her husband doesn't agree, how can that be handled?
Okay, listen. If you don't believe or trust the God of your husband, why are you marrying him? You discussed this before marriage. You saw the church he attends. You know the kind of church he goes to. And you are ready to submit to him as a husband. Why can't you submit to the church he goes to? I don't understand. Listen, women, listen. No matter what you do, if you make up your mind to marry, the man is your head. His God is your God. So if you know the God your husband says, you don't get it, don't marry him. Because it is not that time he has to change his God to come for you. How do you do it? So now, your husband is going to this church. You know that is the church he goes to. And you agree to marry him. Why can't you go to the same church with him? So your kids will also serve the same God your husband is serving. You want to be in your church, he has to be in his church. Hey, no, see, is it not the same God we are serving, or is it a different God? Or you say that I'm used to my church. So no, if you are used to things and you can't change, don't marry. But when it comes to marriage, changes comes in. Some interests must change. Sacrifices must be made. If you are not ready for it, don't go for it. So which church will your kids go to? Yours or your husband's? So if your husband agrees to come to your church, you'll be okay. Sometimes we are too selfish as women. Let's stop it. Go with him. Dress up with him. Drive with him. When we close, hold him and bring him up. Because the other women in the church that will go with him. Let's stop this kind of thing. I want to be in my church. What is in your church? Go with your husband. Dress good. And when he's doing things in the church that is wrong, be the support to talk to him about it. Go build God with him in the same church. Let the same God come into your home and build it with your children. Women, please, it's a no. Go to your husband's church.
Please, I follow up to what Ma Charlotte is saying. What if the woman is a pastor's daughter like myself?
Yeah.
And the man is also a pastor's son.
Yeah. Go to your husband's church. It doesn't change nothing. Will your father marry you? Go to your husband's church. We know your father is a pastor. Your husband too's father is a pastor. So what? Go to your husband's church. You want to marry? Join them. You know, so that is beautiful. We can say sometimes we'll run to my wife's father's church. You see, it's understanding. When the two of you are good to go, even your father will be happy that you are at your husband's church. And one day you can, jump over and then you go to your father's church. Your father says, that's my in-law coming and all that. It's a joy. It's the same God. Unless you want to marry your father, stay there. Do you know your father is waiting for you to go? Because you particularly are in trouble. Your father wants you out. So that's between the two of you. But you must go to your husband's church. It's beautiful. Yeah.
The second thing here, somebody's asking.
Just to add a little to what Marshall was saying, I think that sometimes if you decide to go to different churches, there are pros and cons to it. Let's say your church closes like maybe 3 p.m. Your husband's church closes like 10 a.m. He's waiting for you to come and, do other things for him, expecting you to prepare the kids for school and all that. Your church closes quite late. He may not understand like that. But if you are all closing at 3 p.m., that one, he knows that you are in the same church, closing at 3 p.m. or closing at 5 p.m. But if he's closing way earlier and you are closing late all the time, at a point, he won't be happy about it. That's what I was offering.
Thank you.
Hello. Okay. Yes. I think say asemwa can see it's not far from most of us. It's something it's like embana worry ni biwaha. Let me say we are going or we are experiencing. It's in address it so that yɛbɛnya nteaseɛ wom na nkɔyɛ te sɛ ebia we are confused of a decision we have taken. Yes, my husband onkɔ asɔre wɔ ha. We are both Baptists, but initially we were staying at Committee 9, and I noticed that the church used to have a service on the field. That's how just the word began. So I joined them, and as me call no, I fell in love with the church. The way I hear song, the way the bonding and everything. And when you look at our papa to his service, he say, "If you are sorry no song, sorry no yin that woman say wuni nemu." Obi enimu. Meanwhile, you have a gift inside you. Na nyame som so dem nim say, "Oh yes, and ebe ya adachi bi be heaven because heaven won cry wari ani ho." So firstly, to go with your husband there is the perfect one. That one the straight, no mistake. But I think says all per se, uko baby fufra. You have to talk to your husband about it. Inti me say me ba sorry at Sunday. Bi wo ha me ne ko Sunday bi obekwa sorry bia nyese Sunday bi wo ha Sunday bi obekwa sorry bia me ne ko. But I made sure say the midweek services like the Mondays, the Wednesdays, the Thursdays, when why you busy a dream ni ade me bibia no maka che so be one please I'm going to church. There was a time he called me no catch me say he hasn't been here before, but he told me say like whatever thing that is going on here, I'm in support even though I haven't been here. You can go with my children and everything, but ebi abano no buy inti be ma say no decision be me taking doing this or being here no, he's in supportive of what I'm doing. But I think the challenge is when your husband is not in supportive. Now I found na juma ba ebi wa yem pontem 10 na wo coffee obi wo coffee wo issues but oba onka nti even though oba be sum nyame no, you've disrespected your husband in some way bi na wa ba sorry no. And just the word is a growing ministry. Into ye benya nkrofo a omo such experience a omo pese omo be kan sorry no. Into no em say emba na aware wa ha na ebi mu adwin ye tutu e wo sanya ma nti mommy se mo be che asiye so that we will know that okay we are not making a mistake, and those who think it's creating tension in their homes no, they can correct that and make the right decision. Thank you.
Okay, so me say wawa answer question na say wawa kan ni nyina dada. Bibia communication. De bia meka say aware ade e be ma na tintim ye communication. Some be like better mo ho ase. Mon kasa talk about it. Also no ura kasai and he's in agreement what he has here. And I said we woni ye wo fie so kire say oko Bible believing church aye kire wa de. Unko enko disrespect no. Inti ye ne de say mere e wo baby a ntiti e bi wo. It's the same one Bible wo so oh akwa sorry watch e bia okuru ma. Ah odi maybe you kind of saying software na jole wiemu. Instead of that, you rather start insulting or throwing tantrums. No man will take it. And honestly, let's be fair. Men, they won't marry you just because of sex. They won't marry you just because you look good. Respect for a man is like an air they breathe. How you say what you say to them is very, very important. In the communication package, 10% pen air words. Tone is 50%. Body language is 40%. That is the communication package. Into how you say what you say. Oh, yeah. I didn't watch it. Oh, me pouch. Yeah, I'm ponte man. I mean, ya can't miss. Next time you betcha say ya. But also I don't I mean, how you talk to your man is very, very important. You know, if the person doesn't believe or a Catholic and a person or a charismatic, and then in Casa Montias here say mean to me Catholic. Me person me yet just the word member. Where there is no agreement between husband and wife, the man's decision stands.
Thank you. But your big question, I say, what should a woman do when her husband has a low libido?
actually they don't have interest for love making or sex. Or they are not romantic. No matter what you do, they are stiff. You know. You see, that's why we should talk more. We should talk more. Talk, communicate. Like, I don't understand why when people are getting into marriage, this generation you have the opportunity to talk. Because those days we didn't have the opportunity to even talk about sex. Who are you going to talk to about sex? Hey, your mother even when we're going to get married, we didn't know how to communicate sex to our parents. Yeah, very poor. But now you have the opportunity to talk about sex. Come to counselors and talk. This is my interest. I love sex. I love this. I love that. I want to be touchy. It's your partner flowing with you like that? Does he also, there are people, they've never had sex before, but they have this kind of dream of how they want to be treated when it comes to making love. No, you see, communicate it. It's not a sin. Talk about it. Because there are some people, sit on them, run around them. They are just there. They are not romantic for nothing. They are just there. And if you also have the high level of libido, and you are with somebody like that, it will kill you. Forget about anointing, forget about how great you are. It will kill you. Because these things are the realities of life. That when nobody is there, you are alone. You need somebody to cuddle you. And the African man is not born like that. You see, the most difficult thing with some African men is their pride not to learn. Pride. Don't bring yesterday's issue to now. This generation, things have changed. Cuddle her. Then he will tell you what is cuddle. Massa. People are cuddling and they are paying them for it. Go out there and see. There are people who just go for 30 minutes cuddle and they are paid for it. I'm telling you, it releases some people stress. You see, and never do no more. Christopher, we are too hypocrites to it. People are dying, Somebody just goes and pays for 30-minute cuddle and they are released and they are okay. And they go home and they are fine. You marry an African man, he doesn't even believe in hugging. And you sometimes you are tired and you come back and you want somebody just to hug you and put their head right here and tell you it is well. Just this. So you see, communicate who you are to your partner. Before I'm saying that if you are not married, you are blessed. So you'll be able to work towards these things. Communicate it. When you are communicating, it's not just about them talking. Look at them well. Somebody will be talking because they have information, but they are not who they are talking about. So don't just listen to them. Look into them. Look into who is talking. If it's in them, you will know. If they are pretending or they are just saying because they are read, you will know. You can see their body moving with what they are saying. And it tells you, this guy, when you are dying, he can feel it. Some of them, you don't need to open your mouth. They know you are dying. They can just hold you and tell you, I'm with you. Just that word and that tone can calm somebody down. So that low libido thing, it is an inbuilt thing they are giving to them. Built from wherever, I don't know where they are coming from. So, but if the person is willing, or there are some people that they are willing to make their marriage work. And they know this is their weakness and their wives or husbands are different. And they say, Mommy, I have this, but I want to make my wife happy. What do I do? Those people are always helped because they want help. So if your partner has that low libido, talk about it. Get people you can speak to so they can help him or help her. And maybe I'm telling you, they are nothing in the bedroom. They can't do nothing. They won't learn. They are not even attractive in the bedroom. They are nothing. If you're a woman like that, it's not your fault. That is the way you were brought up. That's what you know. Get close to people that can help you to just, open yourself up. Be flexible a little. What you don't know, the first time it will be hard. But to now, Steve, now I start. A bad thing can crack, but with time you'll be flexible. We all learn, right? You see, the one that doesn't learn is I don't know who you are. Please, we don't know it all. All you have to do is that be willing and open to learn. Then we are good to go. Sex is good. Making love is good. But Charlie, sometimes be flexible. Why? We are too fire. After the fire, when you enter the room, you are still fire. Oh. Some of them, even their face, it's not even calling for making love. It's too hard. It's not calling. But somebody can face and you are just ready to make love. No, you must know how to change the season and the time and the right atmosphere to, call for things. All these things the church will frown, they won't teach, and they will be closing their eyes on it. And when they are problem here, all of them, they come and stand there, they fight. When they go home, they are dying there. They are dying. Because who are you going to talk to? Who will listen to you? Everybody is out fighting their own battles. But listen, no matter what we are fighting, the other people who are ready to listen to you, speak to them. Tell them you are dying. The love making is not going well. The husband doesn't know how to touch the right places. Talk to somebody about
Sometimes
it.
the nipple, they turn it like
It's so annoying.
they are turning stereo. I wine let one beni I wine on our tower channel. I mean,
If the man is not ready to, if the problem is
learn.
the man to learn,
so like she said, most of our men don't want to learn. So if you are married and you want to teach the man, they think that you are a spoiled person. Who taught you? Please, I wasn't a virgin when you married me. She was a virgin when she married me. I wasn't a virgin when I married. So yes, I have to reiterate it. So when the woman is teaching, you didn't tell me that one. You are now telling me. So you need to, tell the man what you want. Tell the woman what you want. Don't ever think that when I say it, they will say, Masay. No. And if you can't, please, you have low libido. Get help. They are sex therapists. Get a sex therapist. Please, marriage, it is work. It doesn't come automatic. If you don't work on the marriage, it will not work.
thank you
Okay.
very much.
Hello. Please, question. It's concerning the last question about the church going. I wanted to ask if it was agreed before the marriage that the girl can attend her church, but after the marriage, the man insists that Uncle Bill, what should we do?
Sometimes it happens. You discuss with him because he wants to marry you, and he knows that will be a hindrance. He will just say, okay, I agree, go. It's a lie. When they marry you, you go to their church. But you see, what is the problem of going to the church that your husband attends? What's the issue? So in the beginning, listen, before you marry somebody, if you are not comfortable with their church, please talk about it. Don't let him accept because he wants to marry you and you also follow. It's not true. The first time you talk to him about this and he tells you, no, if when I marry you, go to my church. If he changes his mind, it's not true. The first decision he took is the right thing. He won't agree. And I don't blame them. They just want to work together. Go with you together. The church should know this is my family. Some men are happy to see, walk to the church together, hold your bag or something, close together. And when you're coming, you're discussing what happened in the church and all that together. Some of them, that's what they want. And some of them too, it's not about going to their church. They just want you to go to their church for people to know they are married. And sometimes maybe you are beautiful. You want to church people to know that. Sometimes their reasons are something else. But listen, the truth is this. This is what we came to meet, and this is how it's supposed to be. When a man marries you, okay, his church is your church. Go. Unless you don't believe in the God of his church, don't marry him. And if you do, go to his church. And if he's a good man that understands, maybe where you church, you have a big road there. If he's a good man, he can let you go. Some men even leave their church and follow their wives because of their duties at the church. It's all about communication. Communicate with a person. If he loves you, fine. Sometimes the devil can enter them when they marry, they change. Pray for them. They will be okay. Nobody should tell you that every decision we make before we marry works when we marry. It doesn't work like that. Some decisions work, some don't work. When the devil enters your home and the devil is ready to distract your home, the good decisions you made becomes evil in that marriage. So it's every decision that we take that works. Sometimes they don't work because the devil has entered. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Pray for grace. And that's what you need.
Okay, please. as a married man, please, please no. I'm asking for someone, please. For the married people, please. How many? Because I'll marry in future, so that's what I'm asking. How many times are you supposed to have sex in a week? Thank you.
I don't think that there should be a timetable. Is it Delali asking the same question? Ah, Delali and Deladem. Oh, okay. Ah, that's why. So they are troublesome in the church, eh? Ah, you can see. So, in fact, the number of times sex should be or love should be made in the marriage depends on the couple. And it shouldn't be like there's a timetable every Wednesday, every Friday. No, 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 no. If you're in love, the attraction is there. Anytime, anywhere. Not only crucify me, not only missionary. Go from the kitchen, go everywhere as married couples.
This kitchen thing, you know, some men have this perception that love making must be done only in the bedroom, and and I want to ask this based on what you're saying. So, is it wrong for a Christian partner to have sex anywhere in their room, in their house?
Ah, being a Christian doesn't mean we are zombies. Oh.
Please tell them for me.
Being a Christian doesn't mean you should be boring.
Thank you.
Spice up. I mean, there are things are happening recently. I heard there's something. Is it BDMS or something? There are some people. Oh, the one clearing the throat knows what I'm talking about. People have fantasies. They can handcuff. They can chain. They can whip. They have the red room. I mean, there are things really happening because there's a lot of information out there on the internet, different shades of gray. That book, that movie, people, 50 Shades. You see, they know. 365. Yes, there are things, there are movie books that are out there that some people. I mean, I have a daughter who sells lingeries, and sometimes when I look at her status, dildos that she's selling, she's a daughter not from church, but a daughter, not a church member. If I say a daughter, I mean, I saw something like a case, and it's like cubicles. When you open the first one, it's whip. Second one is mask. Third one, there are things happening, and I'm like, really? Our time, I did not even. And my daughter was saying, "Mommy, you are old school." There are things happening. Christians, let's spice up our marriage. Date your wife even after marriage. Date her. Go on vacation. Sometimes your familiar environments become boring. You can never have sex because it's always in the room. It's always at one place. But you realize that when you leave that environment and go out somewhere, you spice up your love. I mean, go to seminars, get information. If you, the woman, you don't do it, some small girl somewhere will be waiting for your husband. And when that husband gets there, it's not going to trouble her with money, children's school fees. So they are, they don't have tension with them. They will drag them by their tie like a dog. And the 60-year-old man will be following a 25-year-old girl like Bake Nuncho. And she's in the lingerie. You, by the time they come home, into Mabobo still. Oh. You don't wear anything sexy. If you're a married woman at home, Please wear your hot pants.
Tell them again.
Get some nice perfume. Do something beautiful. Do some scented candles and petals on your bed. Spice it up. Please, Songs of Solomon is also in the Bible.
Thank you, mommy. There's a question here. It says, please, is it normal when you have or get so many uncertainty about that partner, despite he is God approved? How do you know it?
How did God approve that? Hey, no, how does God approve all those things? How did they see it? You see, this is what is destroying them. Prophecy, and God said, they married this man. It's not true. They're all lying. It's not true. It's not true. God doesn't have time for those nonsense. It's not true. No. There are directions God can give to you. Go and follow them. And you are good to go. You don't need to have it all in a man. I don't know whether we are looking for that perfect man somewhere. He's not anywhere. Even when we give you Jesus, you have a problem with Jesus. You still have, don't you have a problem with Jesus now? Most of you are questioning the things Jesus said. Even Jesus, you have a problem with him. So who else will be okay for you? Sometimes we need to learn to let go of some things and embrace what we have. If only it will help you. If you are telling me God has approved of it, why are you questioning God again? Why are you asking us questions? What God has approved, what right do I have to talk about it? If you are saying God has approved of it, I will not make a mistake to talk about what God has approved. I'm out of it. I don't want to get a curse of God. If God has approved, go for it. He knows what is best. You may not like it, but you understand it tomorrow. Because we have so much dreams of what we want to do. I want to take man. That dream, close that dream and open reality. You are not in US, you are in Ghana. Open, know that you are married. If you're marrying a Ghanaian man, know the reality on the grounds. It's not the movie you are watching. They are not romantic. They are standing stiff. Some of them, you hold them, you want to massage their body, and then that is who they are. But they like it. But you know they were not brought up to appreciate it. It will take time for them to adjust to what you want them to do. So sometimes God has approved of it, as you are saying, but it needs time to work on them to get to a place you enjoy it. So work on it now and embrace it. You're good. Hey, God approved it. Anyway, we're not there anyway.
The other question is, should Christian men and women share responsibilities at home? Because now in the book of Ephesians says we should submit to one another as marriage.
Yeah, Minkabona. Ephesians 5:21. I submit. See, submitting to one another is only mutual respect. Mutual respect. What shared responsibility? What do you want to share? If the man agrees to help you, please allow him to help you. A wise man that loves the wife will help the wife in the kitchen, will help the wife at home. Because that woman, you are subjecting her to slavery. By the time 10 years, she's looking older than your mother. Every man that loves the wife, oh, you cannot go and cross your leg at home, because she is also bringing in something. If she is a housewife, it's full-time job. You are paying her. But if she's also going and bringing in something, full-time job, if she's also bringing in something, please, if you get home, I don't understand our African men, or in effect our Ghanaian men. When you see them in the US, they will tell you about because the woman is going to work in the morning. She's coming at night. The man is going. So how do you expect her, the woman going in the morning, to put evening food on fire? It is only beautiful that you help one another. But there is only one thing also, let me say it here. Some women, if the men are helping, then and then it becomes like it's a responsibility. Debbie, they are helping you. Me pacho finance kakra eka ho.
Hello. Please, I'm a cause. And I want to translate it in my local language. So, the person me busa say warrior.
Oh, please allow her, please.
I don't like speaking English in church, so they think I can't speak English. Okay, all right. It's okay. Me patron person me busa say, warrior. Na say bia, unye adwuma. Na ebia wo ne provide bibia wo fie. I was like ebia bibini na say ebia kasa kakwe bi ba wotimi ka tro say why a bed in wo me so ana. Like me person me busa say into the I was say into say wo kunu hwe wana na say ebia I was say me who the one mean ka asem ni mpo. Me person
listen. I sometimes my nipa kakra. Se nipa brown or kasa. And when a man is taking all the responsibility at home, or you need poverty from kasa. So I am a young consider bibi kakra. Can harding, baby adding. The moment a man 2, 3, a die kaba, who do demands him ba? Granny demands war. If you bills war, or any power. On your book for Krabekasa. It's a bia say abanis and as a bia wolf, maybe you know appreciating. Now was stressing her. One thing of a flip of Bekasa. Or any part. Maybe what he said was wrong, but Miss Remo. Matias, oh, any part. Nayan should to the beer. Yeah, I was a bear marshal no say. Ubet Nefia when you shame one. Obako baby be you. The Biamican somewhere say it's good for a man to take care of you. But you must own your own money. You see, when you're careful, your respect is even gone. Because you ask for part, you ask for matches, you ask for colano, even snacks, you ask. He goes and comes back. And is that truth? You are betting. Why are you annoyed? He said, is it not the truth? Are you not betting? But if you're a woman that at least, before you can say, I'm the winner, Baba Matria. I'm the company now. Matria, I'm the mom. It's a bayan, it's now Uncle Chia with my coachia. One to walk. A mad dear. Just say, carry forward the side. You see, all these things you are doing, you are building your tomorrow. Yes, it is beautiful for a man to take care of you. But is it also beautiful one day you go out and you pay for the bills? And yes, listen. Shh. Sometimes, or baby, when the man is doing everything, you are not appreciating it. Where's your dear? And you're right. And you're the right, appreciate it. But your school fees, or don't that's what it. So when you be a chairman, some words can elevate a man to do more for you. What's up? Appreciate it. If you watch your bills, what you are a dime comes, hey, or Yamisha, yeah, Radiana, Radima, I wanted to be an Jessica with my share. Oh, some words can even give the man to work more for you. But you move on, man, and I know right, no, which you are not yet. Sister, I will be bow. Oh, Obisu Wono. Everybody be woodo. Some good men are out there, and bad women have married them. Learn to choose the right words if you know you are not working now. And your husband is the only one taking responsibility. Choose the right words. Choose the environment that is Obama and relaxing. Don't stress it. Because a candidate soon, whether he's a good man, he can change. So change the words for him. Change the attitude. Choose the right time to talk and communicate with him. Make him feel more relaxed. And appreciate him more. At least financially you will be okay. ade wa umbusa ba na wato e kofi na me kwa me to wato bi kwa sa to bi apre no. Let's support each other. Go for mama no omo so mo ye di pawate e ko omo dodo wo ye adwuma na boa no waka fa no.
Thank you very much, mommy. Someone says, how do you handle a partner, especially the man who hides behind the wife to fight his mother's decision for him? How do you handle a partner, especially the man who hides behind the wife to fight his mother's decision for him?
This is a difficult one. The man hides behind the mother to fight his mother. Hey, please don't go and do that, I beg you. Let him fight his own fight. Don't be the one fronting, because let me tell you, blood is blood. Blood is blood. One day, mother and son will reconcile, and you will be the devil. Please don't. I know what I am talking. I know, right? I know. Don't do it. Be the one. Let him go and fight his own battle, and then stay. Be neutral. Even if you agree with him, when the mother comes and talk, meanwhile, maybe you are fueling it, but please use wisdom. Don't go and fight that battle. Don't do it. You are killing yourself.
Thank you.
Mama Charlotte says something. People change you. You'll be surprised. The way you think this man loves me and he's giving me the chance. The man can flip on you like this. You will be shocked. You ask yourself, is this the same person? People change. You yourself, sometimes there are things you don't want to do. You find yourself doing it. So people change. The arm of flesh will fail you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's say you are in a talking stage with a girl, and along the line she finds another guy and start disrespecting you. What should you leave her? This one I've answered, you leave. That's all. As believers in Christ, is licking a woman a sin?
You answer. I just answered. You answer. Answer. Hey, who is putting us in this state? In fact, honestly, I haven't come across any Bible quotation that tells me it's wrong. Please, if you have found it, let me know. We know in parts and we prophesy in parts. But if it's healthy, you think it is healthy, the woman is clean enough for you to do that, that one is your prerogative, it's your decision. I'm not here to tell you do it or don't do it.
Somebody is asking, what brings low libido in a partner?
What brings low libido? Stress. Oh, listen, stress can kill the libido of a man or a woman. As a man, normally stress, when they have too much pressure on them, let's understand, when we are aging too, it affects a lot of things, and circumstances can also affect when it comes to sexual drive. Sometimes we need to reactivate things. We need to move around. We need to change environment. We need to sit and talk. You see, the issue is this: most of us don't talk about love making. And how many couples talk after making love? How many people talk? Express how you felt. Today, my husband, what happened? Are you okay? Because the man I know today, you were not too active. How many people talk after making love? The woman may not be satisfied, but also be calm. because all cocaine. So many women are here. I'm telling you, many women are here. They are dying.
In fact, many women don't even have orgasm.
Some have never experienced it before. And you know what? Listen, this thing, any Holy Ghost thing, is a natural thing. If a woman is not releasing and not having orgasm, mentally things go wrong with you. This is not a joke. Onyame amboni kekeo. Or for a purpose. There must be a release in her. And she doesn't even know how to talk about it. Some of the men, when they are just up, they just enter and they are gone. Don't do it. Don't do that. No, if you do that, many women are dying and they can't, because a woman is not the type that goes quickie. Those quickie you talk about, quickie can be considered per the circumstance. But the moment we are in the bedroom and we have the whole time for ourselves, we don't do quickie. We make love, and making love is talking, is touching, holding each other, getting to the place that you can bring her to a place she will say, "This is my man." Get to that place with her. Make her vulnerable at that particular point. This is not a sin. Do it with her. That's why many women will never submit to any man. I'm telling you, husbands, it's not about submission. No. There are things you can do to a woman, she will submit to you for the rest of her life. It's not prayer. The woman is wired in the way that, you see, that is why God made men to sleep. Because the woman has things that blocks her. If those things are not blocking her, she will never respect you. Don't beg for respect if you don't know how to handle a woman. That's what the Bible said. The men should deal with us with what? Wisdom. Because the wisdom they're free. Go to God. Ask what you can do to deal with that woman. It's not all about money. Sometimes somebody will give a woman billions, and somebody will just give her good love making, and she will run to that person because the woman is wired in a way that if a man touches the right places, she will die for you. She will submit to you. You don't beg for it. But you guys are not doing it. You think it's about the two rounds, 3 rounds that makes you a man. We don't need the rounds. What we need is the right places to touch. Speak into her. Whisper into her ears. Get deeper into her. Let her submit to you on that place. And you know who you have married.
I thought it was a good place too.
You don't respect. You don't respect.
So my question is, as couples, is it good for you to kiss in front of your children? Is it okay that your child is there? Then yes, your husband will kiss you in front of your child. Or he will beat your bum bum. It's okay.
No, you know, when you do that, let the child understand that, you know what, when you get married, what to do to make your home happy. You see how mommy is happy? You see how mommy is smiling? You know, you are teaching your son or your daughter to understand that marriage is not supposed to be too stiff. You can play along, you can have the kids, can have the heart. The kids, there are 2 different types of kids. Which one? Normal kids or the other one? So you need to, you know, with your kids, there is a family. Let them understand everything you do so that they will mature with what you are showing them. So they also have a desire of a beautiful home. But we feel one the kids are building with that. Believing that you need to shout on your wife, or you know, but when the kids, when daddy comes home, see how mommy is happy to have him. When daddy is happy to just give mommy a kiss. They love, you see them smiling, oh daddy, oh that. They love it. They will grow with it. But yeah, you feel on it.
And please, the next question. So, if your husband wants to help in bathing the kids, especially maybe your girl child, is that advisable? And at what age should that be stopped?
I believe that that's the father. For me, I believe that's the father. The father can bath or bathe the child when it's going to a certain level. But when the child, you know, scientifically or medically, they've taught us now that you shouldn't put your hand in your VJ when you are cleaning. It cleans itself. But we, that I said the millennials, we know that Even up to today, if you don't clean that place, you don't feel cleaned. So if you are not cleaning that child's VJ, the father, I don't see any reason why a father shouldn't bathe. But many things are happening that fathers are sleeping with their own children. So I think you know your husband best. You know your husband best, so you decide. Somebody has a question.
But my first day was Hanina. Best me be some question. When you be a date, I'm more prepared. Some be worry na. We are wedge man all right. Undi money be free no na. Who expect to send at least obe show be. Ne sabe emre was banes or stingy. And
second men worry stingy man, Mr. Obebre. Men worry stingy man. Ebi ejuma na wo ye na ye ne fe wo so de bia o man o mani bi di nti no an no pese pacho don't worry a stingy man.
Okay. And pacho person be sound say bia in a relationship no who say o boyfriend ye nyina ya Christopher de ba ye twempra nti be ma na one na hihye ho no na uhyia na 3 minutes na wasori opentem okọ eh reason enough for beka say me jai we de me nto aso bio ana say as I say o kasafa ho.
Mama Charlotte will answer that question.
Hold on. We for where we stand and the position we carry, I can never agree for you to go make love or have sex with somebody you have not married. For that, nothing will change what I believe in. For my Bible tells me, don't defile the married bed, and therefore keep your body holy until you're married. Not worry now. All your 3 minutes, then we talk about it. Maybe medically he has a problem, or he doesn't even know how to make love. Then we can address it with him and help him. But worry, you don't qualify to be sleeping. It's for now, no. 3 minutes in the fire, don't go here, teacher.
3 minutes need the whole call hell die. Obviously, my sex drive is high, but my wife complains a lot. Should I go and divorce her or look for a side chick?
Okay, I'll attempt that and then I'll leave her to also. If your sex drive is high, I believe that love making is communication also. Love making is communication. Talk to your partner. Let her know. She'll meet you halfway. You meet her halfway, she meets you halfway. That woman, okay, I want to ask that person a question. I know the person won't own up, but have you sought for counseling? The both of you, have you seen a counselor? Have you sat before somebody? You need to talk to somebody through to her, and then she will also, because I've realized that there is no level ground, there is no agreement. So one person wants to divorce and get side chick. That side chick cannot sleep with you 7 days a week. That person will not satisfy. By the time you realize you have gone to the second side chick, and then every time you are releasing, you will die before your time. So talk to your partner. Let your partner understand that my sex drive is high. Maybe the reason why the person is complaining too is that you don't know how to do it. You don't even prepare. Ma Charlotte was saying something. I believe that. See, women, when you want to sleep with a woman in the evening, start preparing her for morning. It takes a lot for a woman to come into. A woman will be moaning under you, but her mind is 100 miles away from you. Sometimes, and I know I've heard these things many times. I am a counselor. Many people respond to their husbands not just because of what they are doing. They are imagining their ex-boyfriends. Very dangerous. So do this. Talk to the person. Ask what the person wants. If you are treating a woman right, she wants to sleep with you every day. Who doesn't want to have orgasm? Who doesn't want to climax? But like I said, ajelemba jemo bue payam 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 payam. Then you roll over and you are snoring. Why would I sleep with you? But before you go to work, you have kissed me. On the way, you sent me a message. Today we have a match. In the afternoon, have you eaten? I am coming home with strawberry and chocolates. I am going to do something to you that you will never forget. So you have not even started. The woman has, you are preparing her mind. So by the time you come and you hold her, but you, by the time you are coming, to my caterpillar, Agbena, you don't. The woman will not look forward to the love making. But I am town melted chocolate. Her tilts, chocolate is on it. Vanilla ke strawberry tahekume. O lemo ke jena jake ba be ichi aye. But she will not struggle. You not struggle. You will not struggle. But this one, the woman is not even wet. The man is coming. He's on heat. After everything, the woman has bruises. She has to sit on hot water to heal after 3 days. When you are coming, she'll be running away. Please, let's learn. Bible says you study to show herself approved. So learn your wife's body language. Learn your wife. Learn, and then you don't need a side chick. Every hole is a hole.
Thank you, Mommy.
Hello.
At what point do one call off a marriage? At what point, Ma Charlotte?
At what point?
Do one call off?
It's your choice. I can't decide what kills you. Everybody has their point where they think they can handle a game. It should be a personal thing. But one thing I will also advise is that if you are being abused emotionally, you are being abused physically, and your mental health is at risk and your life is at risk, please, we live to marry, we don't die to marry. Get out. It's beautiful to marry. It's not a prison. You don't need to be in prison with anybody. You are not a slave. It's not. Nobody's doing you a favor by marrying you. It looks as if society makes it feel as if you are. It's a favor when you're married. So if you leave, you are dead. Who says that? And some people make you feel as if without them, you don't exist. So let them understand that the one that gives you existence is Christ. And the marriage should be peaceful and beautiful. We may have misunderstanding, but we should come to a place of respect where we can sit and talk. If abuse is there and you know you are dying, I beg you, go look for life. But it depends on what I can carry, you may not be able to carry. So everybody has their own strength and their weaknesses. What I can call nonsense, it is okay for you. So you must know who you are and what you can handle. Don't let me tell you what you must do. Get to that point. If you know my life is at risk, you have prayed about it, and still things are the same, go look for help. Get up. Seek for your life. It's better to live, have a beautiful life, than to die in that marriage, and God will punish you for it. Many people are dead and God will deal with them because they carry too much and they allow marriage to kill what they carry. You understand? That thing God did was a curse to a woman, that your desire will be for a man. It was a curse given to women. So if your desire is to die there, you are a cursed person. That is why he brought Jesus to liberate women from that curse. That don't let your desire be your husband. Let it be God. have misused that curse, and now it is over. Get to a place where your desire is God. You'll be okay.
Get to a place where your desire is God. Let me ask this last question before I take them. Please, I want to find out if you don't want to marry but have kids, is it advisable?
Are you a Christian? If you're a Christian, it's a no-no for you. For me, that is my personal view, and that's what Bible says. Have children in the setting of marriage. If your belief is not a believer, you are not a believer, that one, it's your choice. But you know that you live with choices. Every choice has its commensurate disadvantages and its advantages. So please, you cannot tell me you don't want to marry. What is the reason? Are you hurt? What happened to you that you got to this point? You can have a rethink. It is not good for a man to be alone. Bible says, God says, I'll make a helper. God brought Adam and Eve together, then they had their children. So it's a no-no for me, from me. As a pastor, as a preacher, it's a no-no.
Thank you very much. Please, you can ask your question.
Okay, so my question is, every woman wants to be appreciated in a way. And when you are being appreciated in a way that you don't like, let's say I want to be appreciated with, when you give me money, I'm okay. But your partner wants to appreciate you, like buying gifts for you. How do you, and maybe flowers or something like that, how do you correct that? Because if you give me something that I don't really want, it won't move me, right? But if you appreciate me in a way that I want, I can go heaven and earth for you. And then my next question is, love cannot really be explained, right? Yes, love is in so many diverse ways. At a point, you love someone so much, and you cannot explain. There should be something like a magic thing about that person, or how should I put it? A key thing that moves you about that person, right? For you to love that person forever. But you realize that, yes, today I love that person so much, and the next day you love somebody else. No, I'm not talking about marriage, but I'm talking about love, right? How do you, I don't know, how do you, no, I know marriage, you have to spice your marriage and all that, right? But this love thing, it's some way. It's some way we cannot explain it, but that magic thing that moved you to marry that person, including love, if it's not spiced up, it will die. And if you work on it, and it's still not spiced up, or it's not working, must you leave the marriage? Or if you find that thing in another person, can you?
Then you marry 10, no? Then you have to marry about 10 people, because the love will die at every point. So what you are feeling, is it truly love? Is it infatuation? Is it lust?
That is what I said. Love cannot be
So
explained.
you see, there's a thin line between infatuation, lust, and love. We interchange words. Sometimes we like something about somebody. Like Delali was saying, his spec is, heavy duty. So once he sees the heavy duty, something in him. And then that's what we call eros. The erotic feeling you have. But if you really want to marry, don't dwell on the erotic love. dwell on the agape love, the godly love that you see the person's weaknesses, strengths, and still decide, I want to be here. Because let me tell you, that person will do things you don't like. You will see the, like I said from the beginning, you see the odd things, the dirty things about the person. The person sleeping and is farting all around. The person sleeping and is snoring and drooling. And you are looking at the person and you are like, is this what I got? What I ordered versus what you will start seeing certain things about the person. Some ugly things about the person, and you still have to be with the person. I define love as service. I define love as a journey of no return. That is my personal. So you can like people. There is a difference between liking and loving. Jesus loved us so much so that even our sins and our filth and everything, he still calls us his own. We come here, lift up holy hands. We are going to go out there and go and sin. But he still calls us his own. So we are going to be imitators of Christ and love the person with, we are looking at the lens, we are looking through the lens of God to love the person, not by our feeling, our emotions, and what we want and what we think. So it's not about love, 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 love. What is love? Describe. Somebody say love is a feeling you feel. When you are feeling a feeling you have never felt before. Love is no feeling. The feelings will change. Maybe you like a man that dresses well. I have a daughter. And that daughter, what she likes about a man is nice perfume. Once the perfume, Ferragamo, who is that person? Perfume eketa. But love and with a meaning. So don't love because of things and how you see the person. Is this the right person for me? I always say this wherever I go. Me, my marriage, I use my marriage. Because of my Charlotte, sometimes right now, if I'm preaching, I don't want to use myself as example anymore. Because Ghanaians can be very mischievous. I heard from God on my marriage. When I met my husband, he wasn't the type of person I wanted. Number two, I didn't even want a girl. I grew up in Gan community. How many of you know Ayolo Yega? Arena, Havana, Nakanjemegbe. That's where I grew up in the midst of girls. But I didn't really want to because I felt the men were not romantic. So I didn't even want any of those. But I heard God that this is your husband. The shoe has suffered under Pontius Pilate. And me, I like men that dress well. Ona nuni sumwehi. Need dress or juba. It's my thing. But this is somebody called Nale prison uniform here. Or Nale shirt go make sure so when he was coming this way, if he's coming this way, I'm going the other way around. I didn't want to even meet with him. How are you? But God said, this is your husband. How? By dint of faith and everything, we came together. It's not been easy. It's not been easy, trust me. October will be 28 years we had our traditional marriage. It's not been easy at all. There are times I look at him, I'm like, but why did I even marry this man? I'm sure he will still, me also, you will see, why did I marry this short girl? But you know, because I heard God, and it's not like the feeling I feel when you are feeling a feeling you have never felt before. It's no more about to my electricity. Because I heard God, I have been there. Through the thick, thin, the ugly, the bad, I've been there. So, and God has kept me in there. I'm sure He hates things about me. I also hate things about Him. But because I heard God on the matter, I am there. And then we fight, we make up. You have seen some before. My children, they see us fighting like a war. Next minute, they tell themselves, you know what I'm talking about. So if it's about feeling, you will not marry. And then your first question, you said, how do you let your partner know what you want? Let people appreciate you the way they like. Let them appreciate you. When coming back to myself, when we married, my husband always bring me apples. I take apple, but it's not my thing. So sometimes I keep it in the fridge for some time, and you become like, "Bo, na heni ahabwe, oh appreciating nika o jane na kanshi, e waka ke bani sumo, but ma we sani mami ayeni magbe apple." So he realized I didn't like it. Then he started bringing something else. Oh, ni nenyo hele. Oh, he flowers ne 500. Okay, but oh, moke from kwebe. You see how you say it. She call unibo me no here. Flowers and no ayo flowers. Akpe your flowers. So sometimes, like I said, communication. My husband will get angry. Ni here apple no here apple inka ko senyoji mi keke mi So if I don't like it, I have to choose it and take it as drink. And so it brought my mind back. This is how He wants to appreciate you. Allow people to appreciate you, not what you like. You might love money, but He feels that it's romantic to bring. Take it and say, "Oh, this is beautiful. I'm going to look for a vase and put in the flowers." But you know, jokingly, and then he will get the drift. But if you next time it's not a good thing.
Okay, this one is funny though, but I'll ask. This love talk, when you're making love, you make promises. Is it right to demand after sex?
My Charlotte, it's for you. You answer.
You're going to make poor demands. In that atmosphere, we say everything. It's not all that is reality. Sometimes it's just joking.
I'll buy you the stadium.
It's a joke now. But if you are good with your partner and you have that friendship, you can talk about it jokingly by saying that, hey, but you forgot it. You told me you do this. So they don't even remember after that.
Do you know what they will tell you? They'll tell you it's fuck talk.
They don't remember. So it's not necessary. Anyway, we can talk about it, but it's not demanding by force. At that level, anything can happen.
Mommy, please, I want you to advise couples on having morning devotions. What's your intake on that as a family?
Yes, a family that prays together stays together. It's very difficult, but if you are able to inculcate that into your family, you are building something, building blocks in your children to know that we have to pray. We have to start our day right and end our day right. Christians, we are very lazy when it comes to that. But if you are able to inculcate it in your family, it goes a long way to help you and help the children. Very good.
Okay. So my question about Remember be Brohonoma. Omo abrochire. ɛna ɔmo dɔfo wɔ Ghana na ɔbɛware no nti ɔbɛrima no ɔne nan de ti 101 ama ɔbaa na yɛ aduane ama na ɛhunu ɔbaa ne nsa no ɛna pisuafo agyina mu agye awade wɔ Ghana ɔbaa na kodo abukyire ama yɛ awade awie ɔbaa na aduane ɛnyɛ de bɛrima ne de nti saa stage no deɛ na bɛrima ne ɛsɛ ɔyɛ ɛfa saa ɛkwan no so.
Okay. Me pacho se bema ni nua on kyerɛ ɔbaa no kyerɛ no sɛ woso nim nua de a gye sɛ mo frɛ mo maame wɔ fie na yɛde mo fa tutorials no because aware nya no anya aba so ewie nti no sua na mo besua sɛ wonim yɛ a kyerɛ ɔbaa no wonim yɛ so a mo nsua say knowledge is everywhere. YouTube sukra no it means sua eduane yo nti there is no point say yesua ade every day de bia yesua ade memfa me ho nye mfato me ware nkeni ena me ye anwani minim fetri da chi ye minim engomi flo ga engomi flo omomo de no mo de nyaadoa etum ebi wo ho amutwitwa no ne nkruma ebi wo so a omo nua no mo eyi aba no mo eyi echi no omo atiti egu na minim ye because me baby atiti me no the drawing one minim and then na me de me cruise on pet drawing enya ne de nti me worry na me pese me ye me de no me pese me ye abobitadi on pet benku ni banchimore ope Gama Bangue, dear, I dare just now the ball from my bouncing back to you. So I was a mission. Fortunately, I didn't mammy at Tiffy. Into Monsieur one, and be one mamma, Monsieur be one now for 4. And then me ya, a yanny, the wait me, dear, a jana mamma dear. Into be how or be hammer at this one, at this so. To miss baby, I'm a free no, ye indeed snails, if anything, and one. But me grows up and wapa. I was semi shia, send ye a yano, send ye a dress, and said, to be I was so shia. Send you any match, Reno. So, unimia, frobi, non chireno. Our ready a sacrifice and a service.
Hello. Please, how do you handle in-laws that think your husband loves you too much? In-laws that think your husband loves you too much.
What is wrong with your husband loving you? No, you see, some in-laws never got the love your husband is giving to you. Sometimes it's out of jealousy. And I was also careful. It means that you and your husband must be careful how you show love to your in-laws. You must restrict that. When you're careful, the mother will start inciting the son, or the father will start talking because they didn't get what you are getting. And I was here with Tisabe, Jimmy, we had a woman, and my husband for me this. Hey, please. If yours is good, keep it silent. Cover it. And then I won't say you. Protect it. Don't show too much to them. Your in-laws will always be your in-laws. Let that respect be there. When you get to your bedroom, to official love, but when it comes to them, please, the moment they have made that statement, it means that bitterness is going out of them. Respect it and tell your husband, you know what? When we get to your parents, let's be normal. When we get home, whatever we do together is our business. Then you're good to go, because in-laws saying those things, it's danger. Begin to pray. Why will you be annoyed if your son is loving the wife? Won't you be happy that I brought up a good boy? At least is we understand. They should be happy that their son is loving a woman the right way. Why would they complain? There's trouble. So protect it.
Please kindly talk about distance marriage. Distance marriage.
Personally, I don't believe in distance marriage. If the person is going to school for a short time to come back, no problem. Or you are joining the person in the next year or two, no problem. But somebody will come and marry you, put you in Ghana, and leave you here 5 years, 6 years, then you are doing phone sex. Please, can the phone sex get you pregnant? No matter how you do phone sex, you still need the warmth of a person. You still need the warmth of a man. Somebody sent me a message today, and then the person is saying that she's depressed because the husband is at UAE from 2018, and today she's depressed. I wish I see the message. She's depressed and okay, so I'm reading this. I met my husband in 2010, dated for 2 years. I got pregnant alongside and had our first child. In 2013, we later did a traditional marriage. 2014, we had our second child in 2016. In 2017-18, my husband had an opportunity to travel to the UAE. He went and came back for some few months to Ghana. Same year, went back to UAE within 2 weeks. And since then, he hasn't returned to Ghana due to some difficulties he's facing there, of which I am much aware. It hasn't been easy with me and the kids. It's almost close to 8 years now. My husband's departure had a significant impact in my life and in the lives of the children. In the late 2023, we charted an agreement between us was to come down, but it hadn't come to pass due to difficulties he's facing there. It's disappointing and frustrating when plans don't work. I have my hair coming off. I am depressed. I can't do anything, and I'm contemplating suicide. I am struggling with depression, anger, sadness, rejection, and hurt, even to losing my hair. Some people cannot take it. By the time you realize, so I'm asking you, if the man is there 5 years, is he there alone? A woman can stay. Some women, not all of us, some women can stay a year, 2 without sex. But the man, can he stay? So it depends on what the both of you have talked about, your decision. If you have been visiting and coming, that one, maybe you can consider. But past maybe 5 years. Now, baby, you can't travel and go and meet the person. You can't see the person. I am sorry.
Okay, so I think we'll take the last question for tonight. Last two, you ask a question. Yes, sir. So please take your own so that you be the last.
Okay.
Yes, let's take yours.
Hello. Please, I have 2 questions. The first one is, does age matter when it comes to marriage? For instance, a lady wants to get married, but the gentleman is younger, maybe more than 5 years. Does it matter when it comes to marriage? And the second one is, what is their take on the marriage that is shown on social media, especially YouTube videos, Facebook? You know, sometimes they come up with these kind of things in their homes, their marriage, and it looks so beautiful and all that. What is their take on it? Because sometimes it looks so real, but is it really like that all the time? Thank you.
The first one was what was the first one?
Age.
The guy is 5 years younger than you.
No, the lady is perhaps 5 years older
Than the guy.
than the guy.
No. Go for your age. You know, it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Women, we grow very fast. And there is this attitude that is in women. We forget it sometimes. If a lady is 5 years older than a guy, I'm telling you, when you get to a point, submission is a big deal. She forgets herself sometimes. She flips and she can say, you need to respect me. I know your age. It happens. The natural thing is that the man should be older than you. If it comes and the woman is ready to work on herself, and remember, no matter the age, the man is the head, it's a done deal. But I'm telling you this reality. As far as age is concerned, if a woman is older 5 years, oh massa, there are days you have issues with her. And you know, when we start giving birth to, we change. Women, we grow very fast. So if the woman is not smart enough to work on herself after giving birth, she'll become too old. Sometimes the guy looks at you and he feels like, I needed a younger. You know, women are supposed to be like that. They always have to see themselves older than you and build you up as a younger. Some people can also handle it. It happens. It's maturity. If you're ready for it, go for it. But you must be cautious every time to know that your age doesn't matter if you're a woman in that marriage. Whether you're older than him or not, he still takes authority. He still takes the lead as a leader. Communicate it right with him. Watch your words and your attitude. And take care of yourself. Otherwise, age will fight you. This one, you can't lie. Put all the makeups on your face. Age will fight you. And the more we are giving birth, our veins and our bodies becoming weak because the strength we use in pushing the babies, we grow older than them. They become more younger whilst we are getting older. So all these things are part of it. But you can still make it work. There are women who are older, but they are very cute. You won't see they are old. Very beautiful, cute, they take care of themselves, and they have the honor to maintain a man. It can happen. But I beg you, let it be from God. If it's God and it's in that marriage with you or relationship with you, forget age, go. Enjoy it. But there's a but there. So
Extra
watch
work.
that but, because that one comes with extra. You are always cautious when you're talking to him. And they also have this mindset that because you are older than him, sometimes they feel that you want to be bossy on them. It is a natural thing. I normally say this, that if you are going out with somebody, you fall in love. We should be careful about that. Before you know, you're already in love and the age is, I didn't know, you didn't tell me your age, I'm in love. How did you fall in love without knowing somebody's age? How do you guys fall in love? What is this love about? What she read, I know I want to get it, but I think I'll get it at the right time. That somebody says, my husband is not with me for 8 years. I'm losing my hair. I want suicide. Why do you want to die? Suicide. When you die, it's dangerous. Enjoy life. No, you see, the reality is this. 8 years, he's not alone. He's not alone. He's not. He's not alone. Continue in your dream of waiting for him 8 years. He's not alone. You know, sometimes it's not all about marriage, it's about you. Whether he's here or not, it is you. Create your happiness to yourself. Why are we dependent on people? Bible says, cursed be a man that is holding on to a human being. Anything can fail you. The only one who doesn't fail is Christ. So if you are dying because a man is not with you, then what about Christ in your life? Let's build ourselves with Christ first. Love him first. Even when life is failing us, the love sustains us. Because life will fail you at a point in time. The only thing that gives you hope is Christ. So you don't need to lose your hair because you are losing a man or losing a woman. You need to lose your hair if you are losing God. Build that. Marriage is beautiful. But anything that will kill God, take that thing off. Tell that woman, it's good to have a man. To have a man hold you and cuddle at night is beautiful. But if I don't have it, I still have Christ. And I'll move on. Look beautiful. And work with God. Who knows tomorrow? Your hair is pulling off. Continue pulling off. You doesn't want to die, you can die. We are not dying. We will live. Food is there. Food. want to die. People are going for holidays. People are going for, see, even ministry, you go to a place where they are worshiping God. That joy to be in that atmosphere. You want to die? For what? Ow!
Sofo, please, the last question. Oh, Sofo. No, you are the last. Yes, please. You're not asking. I thought you wanted to ask a question. Okay, so I think we've come to the end of. But I know you have question.
I thought you had a question.
Mom, you have said it all. You and Mama Charlotte has said it all. So you have taken all.
I hope it has been very insightful. Oh, but I wasn't feeling at all that you were enjoying it. Because some of the things when they say it is punching, but I don't see any clapping, no push it. I didn't hear any push it.
Actually, let me come in here. I think Mama Charlotte said something that they should listen today.
So they were listening.
They shouldn't make noise. So I know that it has synced. You know, we preach to them, and whenever it's synced, they don't make
noise. It's true.
So it looks like today something has entered, and I know that we have really learned. So I know this attitude. I think it is best. It's best. It is best. God bless you. And we are. I'm overwhelmed, honestly speaking. Sometimes we see it on televisions and we think it's just, but there's more to it than what we see. Our mothers, God bless you for being such a blessing. Just the word is very grateful for this blessing, and I know we will have them again.
I think a part 2 would do, right?
We have learned a lot. Mama Charlotte said something that the man is not alone 8 years.
It is true.
God says man should not be alone. The Bible said it is not good for man to be alone. That's what the Bible said. And one thing too that I got from Mommy's submission was he said some time ago there was some things on the timeline that he went for his, because his was dry. Mommy's own was still not dry, so he has to leave it for it to dry. So when she came, it was dry. And that's what. So my father always give it up for Papa wherever he is. So I didn't even know we'll get this much time, because I know they are very busy people. Very busy people. We are grateful. We are grateful. And we are blessed to have you here. It's overwhelming to receive this. I hope all of you have taken everything learned in good faith, and you are going to make use of it. So Mama, God bless you for this wonderful program, and we hope that we will have it continuous. Please give it up for our mothers. Have to take this. Give it up for them. Oh, do it better. You can
give
do
it better.
Do it better for them. Okay, so we have some small gift to present to